couldn't be me. I have a surprise for you guys. Pumpkin crisp. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back. If you're new, it's very nice to meet you. If you're not new, I love you. I missed you. I hope you're doing well. Here's my disclaimer. Tarot is not a science. It is an intuitive practice. It is a divination tool. So, take it or leave it. Your decisions are your own. Today's pick a card, you guys, is gonna be a pick a card on predictions for the singles. I'm excited because I feel like there was so much like energy that I got from these readings today. The energy felt very buzzy and very just, I don't know, it was very pungent. So I'm excited for you guys to get into it. That's that. So without further ado, here's a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys, these are 3 piles. You have group 1 with the amethyst cluster, group 2 with the pebble, and group 3 with the star, geode, aura, something. So go ahead and pick your pile. I would suggest you guys not picking more than one, but if you would like to, you are always free to do so. You guys have now picked your pile. Please go and check out my description box. I'll have you guys timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, my love, I will see you in the reading. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to start off, you guys, with the zodiac dice. If you're new here, the zodiac dice, you guys, is just extra confirmation. It's dessert. So if your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. We have Gemini, and we also have Taurus. So hello, Gemini. Hello, Taurus. We have Leo and Cancer. Hello, Leo. Hello, Cancer. July babies. I know some of you are June and some of you are August, but you're both in July. We've got Virgo and we've got Scorpio. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Scorpio. My current 2 favorite signs. Okay, so guys, let's deep breath. The singles. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. What tower? The tower. Here's the thing, right? People hate the tower. The tower represents chaos, destruction, things falling apart. It oftentimes is a, like if you're in a cage, your cage is being like rattle, rattle, rattle. Okay, it's that type of moment. Okay, so people don't love the tower because it oftentimes turns their life upside down when it comes up, or it's signifying like moving forward, things may be a little crazy or hectic. Now, here's what I have to say. This is beautiful. This is amazing. This is perfect. Because the tower does not show up in a reading to represent something that's like meant for you, something that you're supposed to have, something you're supposed to be with falling apart. That is not what the tower is. The tower represents things falling apart that are not meant for you. And no matter how comfortable that may be to keep things that aren't meant for you, no matter how familiar they may be, at the end of the day, if they're not for you, it's not good for you, right? So this is a really good sign because this is letting us know in your love life, singles, things are going to be shaken up and you are going to be left uncomfortable. But this uncomfortability, this feeling of uneasiness is going to put you on the path that you are meant to be on in regards to your love life. Or this rattle is something that needs to happen in order to readjust, again, you on your path, okay? Now, this could be a breakup. Sorry guys, that was an alarm went off and anyways. Point is, something is falling apart in your love life. Or something is falling apart in your life in general. This falling apart is a really, really positive thing. This destruction is a really, really positive thing because it's making room for things that are meant for you. It's making room for things that are going to be better aligned with you, especially when it comes to love. So if relationships are falling apart, let them go. It's not meant for you, okay? And I'm not telling you that you need to like intentionally break up a relationship or end a situationship. But if they are naturally falling apart, don't cling to what is trying to fall apart. Like if something's not working, it's not working for a reason. And I don't mean that to be harsh. And I know some people are sensitive and like, you know, I'm really not trying to be harsh, but like that is just the truth of the tower. Like the tower is uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, I mean, do you want to hold on to something that's like rotten? Do you want to hold on to something that's like decaying and like nasty? I don't know. Personally, for me, universe, take anything away from me that's not meant for me. I don't care if it freaking leaves me feeling distraught. Do it. Because I rather be ultimately on my proper path, or I rather be in a situation where the people in my life are aligned to me, or they are compatible with me, and I'm happy, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rather have things that are meant for me than things that are not. So, anyways. We also have the Hermit. So this is a period of being alone. For some of you, this is the story of like how you became single, or like where you were at currently in your single life. So you could have been in a relationship, group 1, that fell apart, right? I'm sorry, I have a noodle stuck in my braces. You guys could have been in a relationship that fell apart, and then you spent time in solitude, focusing on yourself, growing yourself, going on a soul journey perhaps, okay? Because that's what the Hermit is. This is Virgo energy, and this is the energy of I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to build me up. I'm going on this soul journey because I need to find myself. And if you don't know who you are, if you have lost yourself, group one, this is such an important factor in regards to bringing love into your life. Because if you don't know who you are, how is anyone going to fall in love with you if you don't even know who you are, right? And that's not to say that you can't change. That's not to say you can't evolve in a relationship. But like, I feel like you have to have some understanding of the person that you are and what it is that you, like, how it is that you operate just in your day-to-day or in relationships in order to have a healthy relationship. Because if you're lost and you have no idea who you are and you're just like, I don't know, one day I could be this and the next day I could be like, they're gonna be like, whoa, what did I sign up for? Anyways, so the Tower, things falling apart, spending time alone, entering into a phase of radical independence. The Emperor here is representing somebody who is a leader, somebody who is strong and powerful, somebody who takes initiative, somebody who is very capable of not only taking care of himself, but taking care of others. The Emperor is a powerful ruler. He is a powerful leader. So I see this group one as you guys very much being in this energy, or transitioning into this energy of stepping up or stepping into more independence or more power, okay? And it doesn't have to be power over other people. It could literally just be power within yourself and within your own life, okay? Okay, that's what I'm doing with that. Power, stepping up, radical independence for some of you. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, group one, is talking about a golden opportunity, okay? So you are setting yourself up, group one, to accept opportunities that are gold in regards to love. I'm seeing this as us really, really working on our self-image, really, really working on how does we view ourselves, how does that we treat ourselves. And also, I feel like this is also talking about you guys, again, creating a life where you are so independent and you're so happy with who you are and what you're doing that, like, you're not going to accept somebody who is not bringing, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, what do you bring to the table? Because, like, okay. But what I am saying is, like, you are going to be at a place in your life, in your love life, where you're so happy on your own. If somebody's bringing drama into your life, or if somebody's bringing heartache or stress, you're gonna be like, what the am I doing? Why would I'm happy on my own. Why would you think that you are welcomed here? Like, you are not, okay? I'm so good. I'm so fine. I'm so settled and comfortable in my own skin, in my own life. I don't need anything that is less than this. I don't need anything that is less than this golden opportunity. So if you are not going to bring me gold, baby, the door is right there. All right. You are not welcomed here because I'm good. I'm good. I see that, you guys, that Ace of Pentacles, as only accepting things that feel good, that bring you happiness, that bring you joy. You are not accepting the bare minimum, okay? We also have the Three of Pentacles. So this talks about working really well with other people. In a love reading, group number one, I always see this as like coming together with somebody and being compatible in regards to like problem solving, right? Or in regards to perhaps having a relationship where there is like healthy communication or healthy boundaries, because obviously in an environment where you're working to build something, in this situation working to build a relationship, respect is required, good communication is required, compatibility on some level is required. So I'm seeing this as potentially you guys either, I don't want to say coming into union with somebody, but working on your own communication skills, working on your own love language, working on, again, knowing yourself and like who it is that you are in relationships, or who it is that you need in a partner, or who would be most compatible for you in regards to a partnership. And potentially some of you could be meeting someone who ticks a lot of these boxes off and that you work really well together with. But first, again, it feels like there's like this period of isolation and this period of like chaos, and then we are becoming independent, and it's like, oh, I'm strong, I got this, and I'm only accepting the best. And then it's like, okay, now we have some coagulation of emotions. We have growth and transformation. Okay, group 1, 100%. 100%. Okay, so as the tree grows, right, it loses its leaves. And I feel like in the winter time or in the fall time, when the leaves start to fall, it's very much representing a shedding of the skin or a death of some sort, right? We are releasing what is no longer, like, it's no longer valuable. It's no longer capable of staying intact, and we are releasing it and letting it go and having this moment of nakedness, having this moment of being bare. And then when the springtime comes and, you know, the weather starts to warm up, we are going to start to sprout. And that is literally how I'm seeing your love life. Like, this is the story of your guys' love life that I feel like I need to be telling you guys. It's like, if you are in this moment of nakedness, or if you are in this moment of feeling bare, feeling alone, feeling isolated, you need to know that, like, spring is coming and it's gonna be okay. Like, you will blossom again. Your love life will blossom again. I honestly think one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard is, like, you have not met all the people you are going to love yet. And, like, there's something about that literally just, like, makes me so freaking happy, and it makes my heart feel so freaking warm just to hear that, like, I don't know, like, there are people in this world that either haven't been born yet that you're gonna love, or people in this world that you literally have not met yet, and they're just out there waiting for you to freaking meet them. So don't get stuck in this moment of, like, I am bare, I'm alone, I'm isolated, nobody's ever gonna love me, because, like, no, like, there are people out there who are going to love you. It's already written, it's already happening. You just have to get there. You just have to get through this moment of winter. We have short-term results, okay? So this is sweet like ice cream. I feel like what this card is saying in regards to your love life is to not get hung up on, oh, love bombing. Okay. Oh, that was like, I felt like I was, like, opening up a package and then, like, there were spikes in there. I was like, oh no. Anyways, you guys may be prone to love bombing, or you guys may be prone to people trying to sell you the sun, the moon, and the stars, because, again, your standards are high. So I want you to be aware that when you are dating, if somebody is trying to sell you the sun, the moon, and the stars, just be very aware that this may be short-term results. I want you guys to pay attention to people's consistency, the consistency of the people that you are dating, or the consistency of the people that you are talking to. Also, I want you to pay attention to the longevity. Like, don't just, I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to be like, oh, don't do this, don't do that, wait for this, wait for that. But this may be an issue in regards to your love life. So I don't want to say to, again, like, throw people off or to ignore someone if you feel like they're love bombing you. I just want to tell you to be aware. Just be aware of people who may be overly sweet or overly complimentary or overly just, like, showering you with love. Not because you don't deserve that, but because, especially if it's early on, it may be a sign of, like, love bombing or someone who doesn't have the best intentions. Or somebody who's not mature enough for, like, a relationship. Because it's not that I don't think that you can't fall in love, like, right away with somebody, but I think that that is something that's so rare and it's so beautiful. But when people do that, sometimes I think it can also be a sign of, like, immaturity, or falling in love with how somebody looks, or falling in love with, like, something that's not, like, an illusion almost, right? There's such a big difference between when we get to know someone, or, like, the beginning stages of getting to know someone, versus, like, when you actually know them. So don't fall in love with first impressions is what I might want to say with that. Okay, we have emotional storm. This is turmoil, unstable, and affected. This is connected to that Tower card that we talked about in the beginning, you guys. It makes sense that if we lose something that we were once comfortable with, that there may be turmoil, or there may be an emotional storm, as this card says. We also have lusting. This says forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy, adult energy. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so, like, in my personal readings, I can, like, say whatever, and in these I cannot. So I just completely forgot that we have to use adult energy. Anyways, lust. That may be the short-term results. So just, again, like, I don't want to tell you guys what to do, right? Because, like, do what you want to do. You want to have fun, go have fun. This lusting is a good sign for that if you are not looking for anything serious. If you're still in your phase of healing, if you're still in your hermit mode, rest, have fun if you want to have fun. For anyone who like is wanting a serious relationship, I would say be aware of this, because lust is something that a lot of people experience. It's a completely normal, natural human emotion, human feeling, human urge. But that is not the building blocks for a long lasting, healthy relationship. So please do just be aware that there may be some lusty feelings, especially if you are in this phase still of like trying to figure yourself out and you're not yet in this emperor state. Just be aware, okay? And again, be careful at the love bombing, because again, sometimes people love bomb in order to get their sweet result, okay? We have running. This is ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. This running may be connected to this Hermit card. Perhaps you guys, again, when that tower falls, you guys may go into this state of wanting to run or wanting to hide or wanting to be invisible and to cut people off or to be more isolated. This is completely normal. This tower may also be signifying the running. Perhaps somebody ran away from you or somebody ghosted you. Here's the thing, guys. Getting ghosted is something that happens. Like, and it sucks and it's horrible. Especially if you were in a relationship with this person or you had like a substantial connection, I don't think ghosting is really a thing when it's like you just talk to somebody like here and there. Like, that's not really, I don't know. I don't think you owe people anything. Like, nobody owes you communication if there's not like any type of significant relationship. Obviously, if there's a significant relationship, I do think that people owe you some type of explanation or some type of like, hey, I'm done, or I don't want to do this. But if it's just like a brief little thing and there's no commitment or there's no like serious connection or long connection, then it's kind of like, it sucks, but it's like people are going to do what they are going to do. Yeah, I don't know. With the whole ghost, you gotta just let the ghost go. All right, let the dead rest. We have cleanse, which that is what the tower is, and that's why I think people who don't like the tower I understand like wanting to hold on to things that are comfortable, but like this is what the tower is. The tower is a massive cleanse, and it's a cleanse that kind of hurts. I don't know if you guys have ever done like an actual like cleanse of the intestines. But if you have, and I'm not telling anybody that you should, I'm not a doctor, go seek a doctor if you want to do that, because I'm not that, and I'm not going to tell you to do that. But if you have done a cleanse, you know, it gets painful, it gets uncomfortable, your tummy hurts, okay? And it's not comfy, but releasing all of that excess waste is a good thing, obviously, because you don't need to hold on to waste. Like, it's waste for a reason. So this is how you can see the tower. You can see the tower as like we are releasing all this excess waste or all this excess like garbage that does not need to be in our life. So that is what that is representing, the tower. The isolation. This is representing the hermit. If you are currently in isolation group 1, I want you to know that's okay. I want you to know that this is a magical time period for you to grow, for you to expand, for you to really get to know yourself and really settle within yourself. When we are isolated, we have unlimited possibilities to grow. We have unlimited possibilities to be creative. I feel like this is genuinely like such a magical period in everybody's life. Moments where we get to be alone, moments where we get to sit with ourselves. So please don't take this as like, I hate being alone, or I hate like not having a partner. I get it. But one day, like, your single life will end. One day you will find somebody, if that is something that you want. And this isolation is not like, it's not a forever thing. It's temporary. So embrace it while you can. Get to know yourself the best you can while you can. Sit with yourself and learn to enjoy your company while you can, right? Also, when you do that and then you get into a relationship, you have a dynamic that's more healthy because you don't constantly need your partner. You're like, I like to be alone. You can go, sir. Like, I'm so fine. Like, I love my own company. You don't need to be here all the time in my face. So, anyways. We have air. This is open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So we are learning through this tower moment. This is asking you guys to keep an open mind throughout this process, okay? I feel like some of you may be, I don't want to say bitter. I feel like bitter is a really like nasty word to use. But some of you may feel a little angry about this tower that has fallen. Some of you may feel really angry that you have had to be put into this situation. And I think that that's completely valid. Every emotion that we feel is valid, as long as it's not like emotions of wanting to harm yourself or others. But keep an open mind to what the future has to hold. Not all your happiest days have happened yet. Again, not all the people that you are going to love you have met yet. So keep an open mind to what the future has in store for you. And don't deadlock yourself into the past. Don't deadlock yourself into something that is no longer, like, it's not in the present, okay? It's not something that is in reality anymore. It's in the past. It no longer exists. And it's important that we are able to move forward. And air energy is energy that is very propelling forward, okay? It's movable, mutable energy. All right, the gardener. I see this card, you guys, as taking care of yourself, as nourishing yourself, as gardening your own garden, nourishing your own garden. I think this is important. And again, not only for yourself, but for your future relationships, because I do see there being a point in which you can come together with somebody and work together with them and build a really beautiful, happy relationship. But I think it's so freaking important that, like, we nourish ourselves first. We nourish our garden as well. Because, like, if our garden's a mess and then we get into a relationship and then we try to merge the gardens, it's like, okay, well, now we're just working with, like, your garden's okay, but, like, my garden's messed up. And then, I don't know, it would just be so much easier. I feel like relationships are so much easier when two people come together and they are self-aware and they have evaluated their inner selves, their internal selves, and they are able to work together in building this garden, right? But you got to work on your own garden first. Especially because, like, if you don't work on your own garden, then you're not going to even be aware of where your garden is, like, falling short, right? Because some people walk around in life thinking that, like, they are the most perfect things that have ever walked the planet. And I'm all for, like, boosting yourself up, but to not be self-aware, especially in a relationship, is detrimental. So I feel like this is a really good time. If you guys are in this current isolation mode, it's a really good time to look at the things about yourself that you don't like, or look at the things about yourself that maybe you know, like, okay, I know that I'm really, let's say, like, you're someone who gets an attitude really easy. Like, I know I have an attitude and I know I need to work on that. Take this time to work on that. If you're someone where you have, like, attachment issues, take this time to work on those attachment issues. If you're someone who has a jealousy or trust issues, take this time to work on that, or to just address it and to become aware of it. Because if we become aware of something, then we are able to work on it. We have boundaries. Boundaries. Okay, this is beautiful. This is amazing. I love to end the reading on this. During this isolation, guys, it's super, super important that we do build up those strong boundaries. Again, especially if somebody is coming in and love bombing us. I feel like this group may be susceptible to falling for people who promise the sun, the moon, and the stars, and then they fall dramatically, devastatingly short. Or they may even, promise the sun, the moon, and the stars, get what they want out of the situation, and then ghost. Having strong boundaries is going to protect you. Now, you can have strong boundaries, you guys, and still be open to love. You can have strong boundaries and still be ready to have a beautiful, happy relationship, right? So boundaries are the place in which you can love yourself and someone else at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my bowl. I'm sorry, you guys. I just can't think about this gosh damn bowl. Honestly, we're going to go like this. Because I don't know. Oh, that was my lipstick. I was looking for that today. The thing is, when I don't touch this bowl for a second, I just get wigged out. I just get real scared. Ooh. Also, I'm so sorry for all the ding dong, okay? I'm sorry. We have confidence. Building our confidence during this time of isolation. Beautiful. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, 3 of Pentacles. We have light brown. This could be your hair, potentially someone who may be coming in, their hair color. That's confidence that I just showed you. We have respect, self-respect, yeah. When you respect yourself, others respect you. We have thick lashes. We have a new start. We have science. We have bold. We have Taurus. We have the letter T, T. Who is coming next? Question mark. Okay, so somebody new may be coming in next. Again, we do have that Three of Pentacles, which signifies coming together with other people to help or to create something outside of yourself, aka a relationship when it comes to a love reading. So that is what I got for you guys, group number 1. Let me know down below if this resonated or if you guys are excited. And again, just know if you're in this isolation period, it's okay. This is a great time to help grow yourself, to help build yourself up. This is where you will become the emperor, right? And if you were in this Tower moment, remember, like, cleansing can be uncomfortable, but it's good for you ultimately at the end, okay? And yeah, that's what I have for you guys, group 1. Let me know down below if this resonated. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you really soon. All right. Bye. Okay. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to start off with the dice. If you're new, the dice is just extra confirmation. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. Aquarius and Libra. Scorpio and Sagittarius. Aquarius again. Just Aquarius. We also have Capricorn. We have Leo. We have Cancer. We have Pisces as well. I'm sorry, Pisces. You totally, like, went over my head. You're actually the first one that came up. So, Pisces, the moon. Here's the thing, guys. I love the moon. Love it the most. She's my babe. But when this comes up in a love reading, it's not always bad. And it's not even necessarily bad right now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It is. It is because we got the devil here. Okay, and these two cards separately, they don't always have to equal bad. But together, you want to know what I'm getting? Obviously, that's why you're here. The moon, secrets. Things are hidden. The murkiness of the water in the dark of the night, okay? Things are hidden in the dark of the night. The moon comes out and it goes illumination. You know all those dirty little secrets? The light. The skeletons in the closet are gotta come out. And you know what the devil is? The devil is quite literally the energy of toxicity. Now, he's not always like that. Like, he's not always the worst, right? It's just in conjunction with the moon and the devil. It's giving me very much like toxic stuff in your love life. It could even be toxic patterns or toxic people or toxic habits in relationships that you may carry are coming to the surface. Maybe even things that were like lied about or hidden, coming to the surface. The devil represents obsession. Again, toxic habits or toxicity, addiction, very, very intense energy. This is also adult energy. This is very seductive energy. I mean, look, you tell me that this card is not like the most, okay, like this is super seductive. I mean, it's giving me very Adam and Eve, but like not Adam and Eve. It's giving me very much like Lilith and Lucifer. So, I don't know, guys. I'm really just getting the energy of like things that are toxic or things that are very intense at the best, coming to light or being brought to the surface. So, is that a good thing? I would say yes, but like it's rough. It's like, it's rough. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is so great, this is amazing, because it's rough. But we have strength here. So this card is here to say, babe, no matter what toxic stuff is coming to the surface, no matter what secrets are being revealed in your love life, you need to know that you are strong and you got this. And I'm not trying to be annoying, but like internally, there's nothing that you cannot handle in regards to this situation. Strength is here to remind us of how strong we are internally. It also is here to remind us to tame the beast within, right? I'm also seeing this, you guys, like I see this as like taking a gentler path. Like the lion can choose to like maul this woman. She can choose, it's obviously a he because he had a little, I was gonna say hat. His hair is flowy, okay? So he can choose very much to just be like, you know what? I'm going to eat you, or I'm going to break your neck, because like big cats like to do that for fun. But he's choosing not to, right? He's choosing to be gentle and to be kind and to sit there. So I'm almost seeing this as taking the higher road in regards to the secrets that are being revealed, or in regards to the toxicity that you may start to see in your romantic life. Instead of seeking revenge, it's like I'm choosing I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to choose to not be violent with you or to not seek revenge, even though I could. Even though I could, I'm going to choose not to. So, there is that. I'm almost seeing this, you guys, and this is just for an example. I'm not saying this is your situation, so please just hear me when I say this is an example. I'm almost seeing this as like, perhaps you met someone and you started talking, perhaps you started canoodling, you started dating, whatever it may be, and then you found out later, like the secret was revealed that this person was in a relationship, or this person has a whole like life, like a wife and a kid and a whole life that you had no idea about, and that truth, that secret came to the surface, right? And instead of destroying this person's life, or instead of choosing revenge, it's like, I'm going to choose peace. I'm going to choose emotional strength. I'm going to let karma get you. I'm going to let the universe do what the universe does. And I'm going to move on gracefully. That's what I'm getting from this. And obviously, you guys, like, that does not have to be your situation, but it could be something, again, like you find something out in regards to your love life. And then instead of choosing revenge or choosing to be petty, you're choosing peace. You're choosing strength. You're choosing to move forward gracefully, or to bow out of a situation gracefully. We have the Two of Wands. This is stepping back and reevaluating your situation in regards to your love life. I see this perhaps as deciding like, okay, I want to take like a year off, or I want to take a few months off to kind of like be by myself and figure out what I want and where I want to go, who I want to be with, what I deserve. I also see this though as us potentially, I don't want to say disconnecting, but it almost feels like a little bit of a disconnect emotionally from the people that we are dating, so that we are able to see them with clarity. Because here's the thing, you guys, love 100% blinds you. If you are in love with somebody, or if you are deeply, deeply attached to somebody on an emotional level, it does not matter. Like, they could throw a freaking red cloth on you and you will still not see the red flags. Like, they could wrap you up in a red blanket and you will be like, red flag who? Like, what are you talking about? The red flags. So emotions are powerful is what I'm saying with this. And I think what you guys are choosing to do, perhaps due to the situation that is either occurring or has occurred in the past, you may be choosing to take a step back from your emotions and trying to evaluate the situation from a place of logic, or from a place of like, I have distance, I have some type of disconnect from the situation so I can see things with more clarity. I have a better view, okay? An aerial view, if you will, of the situation. We also have the Chariot. This is physical strength, you guys. So you guys got the two cards in the deck, the two major arcana cards that signify strength. The Chariot is determined, it's willpower, it's, again, like, I will push through anything. If there is a will, there is a way. I don't care who is standing in front of me. I will get through absolutely anything. There is no stopping me. This is also talking about a need to choose a direction, a need to choose a path, okay? Especially if you are stuck in a toxic cycle or with a toxic person, there's a need to decide, like, am I going to, because here's the thing, guys, and I say this to everyone in my life who is experiencing like difficult relationships, you can either choose to walk away, or you can choose to accept the person for how they are. Like, that's it. Like, that's literally all you can do. And I know, like, obviously in certain situations, it's not always easy to walk away, especially for like financial situations, or if there's like, abuse going on. Like, obviously it's not that easy to just walk away, and I'm not trying to pretend like it is. But if those aren't a factor and you have complete freedom of your life and you are not afraid for your safety, then it is easy to walk away. Or you gotta just accept the person for how they are, because people are not going to change, right? So there may be a need to choose a path, a need to choose a direction. And I know, like, what I just said isn't what people are going to want to hear. I know there's somebody out there listening who's going to be super irritated that I just said that, but that's literally the truth. Like, people only change when they want to change, when they take a proactive step to change for themselves. But if you're pushing someone to change, or you're like pressuring someone to change, they're just not going to do it. And if they do it, it's going to be like short term. It's not going to be long lasting, because it's not a genuine change that they are wanting to make. So in relationships, again, if it's not a situation that is toxic, or not a situation where you feel scared or afraid, you either have to choose to walk away, or you have to accept that that's how that person is. and deal with it. And it sucks. I don't think you should deal with it. I think you should walk away if somebody is not giving you the love that you deserve, the respect that you deserve, the care that you deserve, right? But if you're going to choose to stay, you got to just kind of accept that that's how they are. We have lopsided effort. So this may be, again, tied to the devil, the toxicity situation. If you're in a relationship where you feel like there is lopsided effort, again, you can either choose to accept that. You can say, okay, like, I am so in love with this person. I'm just going to choose to accept that I put in more work in this relationship and that's just how it is. Or you can walk away. Those are the only options. Like, genuinely. Yeah, again, you can talk to this person. You can try to problem solve with this person. But if it's a conversation that keeps coming up over and over and over again, do you think that they're going to change if you've had like a million conversations about the same thing with this person? I'm not saying they're not going to change. I'm asking you, like, do you think it's going to genuinely make any difference? If you've already had this conversation with this person, or if you've already said, hey, I would really appreciate it if you could be more loving with this, or you could give me more attention during this time, or you could stop doing this or stop doing that. Like, if you've voiced something that has hurt you once, or you have said like, hey, I'm not okay with this, or I need more of this, or I need more of that, I'm unhappy with this, I'm unhappy with that, and they choose to ignore that and continue doing whatever it is that they are doing, you have to make the choice of, am I okay with putting up with this, or am I not? And am I going to walk away? We have this compatibility. Okay, adults compatibility. So, guys, this is good. If this is what you're looking for, if this is something that gets you excited, if this is something that, like, if you're not looking for anything serious, this is fantastic. This is amazing. If you are looking for something serious, this is also fantastic and amazing, because this is a big role in adult relationships. Like, that's just a fact. The majority, I'm going to say that one more time, the majority of adult relationships, this is an important factor. So, that's great. Again, if there are lopsided efforts in this arena as well, that should be evaluated. And again, ask yourself, is this something I can put up with, or is it not? The adult compatibility may also be connected to the devil. There may be some addictive behaviors in regards to adult energy. I don't know if that is corn, or if that is needing to have constant physical reassurance. If you guys are understanding what I'm saying, you're understanding what I'm saying. If you're not, then you're too young. Sorry, there was a hair. We have bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Okay. So, again, we talked about the lies coming to the surface, group number 2. If there's anything that has been hidden, it's going to be revealed to you. I don't want you guys to stress about this, right? If you're not involved with anybody right now, then relax. Like, this is relax, all right? If you are involved with somebody, if there is a situationship, and if somebody has lied to you, do not get aggressive. Do not get anxious. Whatever is hidden will eventually come to light. So don't be afraid. Like, all that is in the dark is gonna come to light. Just sit back and allow it to unfold. We have stress. This is turbulence, tension, and arguments. Okay, again, if this is something that you are experiencing, I want you to ask yourself, is this the best I can do? Do I want to continue living my life like this? Has this person shown me that they are capable of change? Here's the thing, guys. Arguments are super normal in relationships, or when I was going to say when you first start getting to know somebody, that's not really that normal, but in relationships, arguments are normal. Stress is a normal part of life, not just relationship, but life. Like, stress is a part of life. So I'm not looking at this necessarily as a bad thing, but if it's constant, if it's toxic, if there's no momentum forward or no resolution being sought out or stumbled upon, then ask yourself, is this how I want to live my life? Is this what I want? Can I put up with this? And if the answer is no, then you gotta make a choice, okay? I'm really seeing this as like a situationship, or as like you guys getting to know someone and then realizing that like they're really sketchy, or they're like hiding a bunch of stuff, and it may cause a lot of like anxiety within your own mind because you're like, why are they being so sketchy? Why are they hiding so much stuff? This could also be a past situation that has caused you to be more guarded, or that has caused you to perhaps be a little bit tougher in regards to like when it comes to love, when it comes to opening up. We have rejection. This is abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Okay, rejection is beautiful. Honestly, anything in life that rejects you, you get on your hands and knees and say, thank you so much. All right, thank you. Because if somebody rejects you, you guys, like, you don't want that. I promise, I pinky promise, you do not want somebody or a situation in general, even if it's like with work or with school, like, you do not want that situation. You do not want to be in an environment or in a relationship or in a situationship where you are constantly feeling rejected, where you are constantly feeling not good enough. If somebody's making you feel like you are not good enough, you are in the wrong situation, okay? Now, that may also, though, be a situation where you need to go and, like, seek therapy. If somebody is, like, giving you as much reassurance as they can, or like being there for you and showing you with their actions that they care, and you just have anxiety, or you have perhaps separation anxiety, or perhaps you have an anxious attachment style, that is a situation where you need to go seek like help and work on that on your own. But in a situation where somebody is literally abandoning you or literally showing you that they don't care and they are rejecting you, please take that as a blessing. And I know it's hard and it hurts in the moment, but I promise you guys, like, I wish, there are so many situations where I wish, like, oh my goodness, why could this man not have just rejected me? Why could this man not have just left me the frick alone? Okay? The time it would have saved me, the energy, the tears, the drama. Like, rejection is beautiful. Rejection is lovely. Okay? Rejection is perfect as long as you are accepting of it and understanding that, like, there is somebody better fit out there for me. There is a situation that is meant for me, and it's not this situation. And thank you so much for making that so blatantly clear. We have Pisces. Intimacy is showing up again. So for the singles, I really feel like if you are just looking for fun, if you are just looking for an intimate ha ha he he ho ho, this is lovely. This is the reading for you, because I see a lot of ha ha he he ho ho energy. In that case, though, if you are just looking for fun, or if you are just looking for a good time, don't waste your time on people who are not going to put effort into making you happy, because, like, why? Or unless that's your thing, unless you don't care about receiving, hey, whatever. But, like, I would encourage everybody to seek happiness and pleasure of their own. Also, like, the bluff thing doesn't really matter, because then, like, you're just having a fun time, so you can be a bluff if that's what you want. The secret's being revealed, like, maybe you guys are keeping the whole fun on the DL. I don't know. If that's the situation, this is great. If that's not the situation, again, the rejection is good. The bluffing will come to the surface. The lopsided effort needs to be addressed, but the intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Here's the thing about Pisces, and this is no shade towards my fellow water signs, okay? Pisces specifically. I love you, Pisces. You are amazing. I love you so much. You're beautiful. Okay. Now, Pisces. Pisces are oftentimes, and this is the archetype I'm talking about. I'm not talking about humans, although some humans have these traits. I'm talking about the archetype of Pisces. The archetype of Pisces is connected to illusion and dreaminess. And sometimes I think this energy is very pungent when it comes to falling really hard and falling really fast and falling into this, like, puppy love stage and being like, oh my god, they're so perfect. Like, Pisces energy is really good for, like, the daydreamy, foggy energy of love, or the daydreamy, foggy energy of, like, falling for someone. And this energy is the perfect energy to blind you. Okay? This is the perfect energy to blind you, because it's so dreamy and it's so freaking intoxicating. It's connected to Neptune, you guys. Whenever Pisces comes up as well, I think of Neptune in the first house, and I think of how people oftentimes, with that energy, they will project their own fantasies onto that person. And that may be something that you guys tend to do in your relationships, or with the people that may be coming into your life. You may be projecting this image of they are perfection, or they are this, or they are that. And it's almost a projection of yourself onto them, because there's, like, this dreamy fog-like energy. Maybe that's what the bluff is talking about. Maybe it's not literally a lie. Maybe it's more of the fogginess and illusion of Pisces or Neptune coming in. We have conjunction. This is a union merging and coming together. So for some of you, this entire situation that I've been describing is a past relationship, and perhaps you guys are literally pushing out of that past relationship or finally deciding to move on, because the Chariot is momentum forward. It is moving on. It is like progression, right? So you guys could be finding someone or coming into union with somebody where this is obsolete. This is not at all the situation. But what I want to say with this is, like, there's definitely a need to address or to take note of your past situation with this rejection, with the secrets being hidden, with the whole like lopsided effort. Like, we definitely need to make sure that we are aware of those past events in order for us to move on. But for those of you who have already gone through this, there is a union, okay? There is a conjunction on the horizon. I feel like for some reason, though, this past situation is playing a major role in whatever is coming up for you next in love. Maybe it's just because there is a need to like take that lesson and to not forget that lesson and to not, you know, be consumed by the fog of love again. And I'm not saying don't fall in love. I'm just saying keep your head on straight, right? Keep your wits about you. Stop. Okay, we have rejection and fear again. So some of you, okay, again, some of you are moving on from an ex. Some of you are moving on from a past situation. I don't know how old this past situation is. You could be coming into a situation where you're meeting new people, you're dating new people, and you're really getting interested perhaps in somebody specific. And there could be this massive fear of rejection. And perhaps because this rejection was present in your past, you may be really afraid to walk through that door and to open up a new chapter with somebody else. What I want to say with this, you guys, is again, like, perhaps, oh no, what just fell? The bluff. The Two of Wands is so important, especially in regards to this. It's okay to take a step back if you need to gain clarity. It's okay to say, you know what, I really like you and I really like what we have going, but I'm going to take some time for myself and really think and take a step back and evaluate the situation before I leap, so that I know that I'm making a decision that's based in like logic and reason and like a sound mind. Because again, it's very easy to get caught up in the mysticism and the ooey gooeyness of love, right? So with this, I just want to say, do not be afraid or do not allow the fear of rejection to stop you from walking through the door or walking into a new relationship or to opening up to somebody new, okay? Okay, so we'll talk about this one first. It's release your ex, and it says the time has come to clear your energy. Yeah. Okay, yes. Yes, 100%. It's time to release the ex. For those of you who are like, Cenus, I've already released him. Good for you, babe. This is beautiful, wonderful. I'm so proud of you. You're doing everything perfect. For those of you who are still struggling, it's okay. It's completely okay. It's difficult to let go of people that we have loved. It's difficult to let go of people that we have had connections with. And what I want to say to you guys is how you're feeling about this situation from the past is completely valid. But you owe it to yourself to experience happiness. You owe it to yourself to give yourself a chance to fall in love again. Like, you owe that to yourself, group 2, okay? So release your ex and give yourself an opportunity to fall in love again. Give yourself an opportunity to experience love again. And then we have playfulness, which I think makes sense with like the adult energy that keeps pitter-pattering in this reading. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to a fun to shine. So this is signifying a more playful era or a more fun era in your love life. So I would see this as going on dates, having fun, getting to know people, opening up, feeling giddy. Nothing heavy, nothing serious is coming up here. I feel like, again, the majority of the heavy energy is stuff from our past that we need to release, or we need to perhaps even just express and talk about, vent, right? Be able to get it out so that we can move on. I was talking to my best friend yesterday about closure and how I never understood like the need for closure until I had a particular relationship. And then I was like, oh, like I actually really did need closure from that situation. And I wasn't actually stuck. I needed the closure, and I didn't realize that was something I needed until way later. So if you need closure, please don't be afraid to seek it, to reach out to your ex if you need to and ask them for closure. And if they don't reach out back, then like they don't reach out back, and it is what it is. You tried. But I think it's okay to ask for that. I think it's okay to be like, hey, I need some closure with this. Oh no, there's so much coming out over here. Okay. Don't think I don't see this. Okay, that is I am sorry. Okay. February. We are in February now. So hello to everybody watching this when this is uploaded. We have things need to change. Things need to change. We have late 20s. This is obviously just for some of you. We have a letter from your love. Perhaps some of you will be receiving a letter from your ex or a letter from somebody new, or even like a really long, cute like text message. We have exotic. We have I am sorry, but the sorry is cut off. So I just think that's kind of funny. It's I am, and then like it's just cut off. I'm going to put that over here because that needs to get out. Oh, we have big in build. We have money. This could be an encouragement to focus on your money. And we have pause. Which I think the pause comes with that Two of Wands, right? Taking time to evaluate your love life. Taking time to evaluate what you want, who you are, where you want to go, the type of people you want to be with. Not allowing the fog of love to consume you. So, also not allowing fear to consume you though as well. Because I don't want you guys to hinder yourself from moving forward because you're scared of falling in love. But that is what I have for you. Group number 2. Please let me know down below if this has resonated. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you. And I hope to talk to you really soon. All right. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice for you guys really quick. If you're new here, the dice is just extra confirmation. It's dessert. So if your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. Virgo and Leo. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Leo. August people. Virgo and Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Hi, Virgo again. Cancer and Libra. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Libra. We also have Gemini in the cups. We have all the water signs, and we have all the earth signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, moving on. The first card that came up, I love it when the Lovers is the first card that flip-flops out. Because I'm just like, wow. Starting off strong. The Lovers is obviously talking about two lovers coming together, joining in union. So if you're single, which this is a message for the singles, I would take this as a good sign in regards to meeting somebody who is potentially going to be a significant person in your life. Now, did I say this is your soulmate? No, I did not. Did I say this is the love of your life? No, I did not. You know what I did say? I said this person may be significant. So, in a positive way though. In a positive way, for sure. You two will share a very deep emotional connection. The Ace of Cups talks about emotions rising to the surface and overflowing. I oftentimes see this, you guys, as like two people, or I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be two people in general, but in this particular reading, I see this as two people coming together and being able to be super vulnerable with each other and open and to share like how it is that they're feeling and to get really mushy and gushy and like, you know? I'm sorry. So that's how I see this Ace of Cups. Just an overflow of emotion that is beautiful and deep and raw and cute. So, Ace of Cups. Now, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And we got confirmed the Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. So this could be a relationship between two people who have significant earth placements or significant water sign placements. But regardless, the Knight of Pentacles signifies stability, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is a knight where he's not the fastest knight. He's not the most energetic knight. He's not somebody who's going to come in all flashy and like flamboyant, but he's a stable knight. And he's a knight that you can rely on in regards to building a strong foundation, obtaining wealth, obtaining someone who's ambitious to do things correctly, right? So the way I see this is this next relationship or this person that may be entering into your life next is somebody who I feel like is very serious, or maybe it's not even this person necessarily that's serious, this connection, because I think we change depending on who we're with or who we are around, right? Certain people bring out certain qualities in us. So I see this perhaps as this connection, this friendship, this love connection, this whatever it evolves into. I see it as you two bringing out a very calm and stable energy out of one another. I feel like this person is going to help you feel very peaceful and stable and secure, and vice versa. We also have this Queen of Cups, and this is emotional intelligence. This is having a strong intuition, being nurturing, being loving, being caring. This is a beautiful marriage of like groundedness and a solid foundation mixed with like cute, bubbly emotions, right? I said bubbly because I'm getting like the feeling of butterflies coming up, right? So I think this is amazing. I think this is beautiful. It feels like a balanced connection. It feels like a balance of like masculine and feminine energy of a connection. Okay. I don't know. I really appreciate this because it feels stable and it feels calm and it feels cozy and safe and like, I don't know, it just feels really sweet. We have the Eight of Pentacles, okay, and I asked for confirmation on this and we got the Hanged Man. So I'm seeing this as this relationship potentially being a relationship in which you both are pushing each other, or this connection being a connection in which you both are pushing each other. Or perhaps what is coming up in your life, in your love life right now, is an energy of trying to better oneself so that we do not remain stagnant. For those of you who have been single for a long time, I see this as you potentially wanting to work on yourself, either physically, mentally, emotionally, all of the above, because you're not wanting to remain in this energy. You're wanting to build momentum, because the Hanged Man talks about being stagnant, not moving. He's obviously hanging from a tree. You can't really get that far when you're stuck to a tree. So I'm seeing this as us wanting to work on the stagnation. Now, if this is, again, like a union and two people coming together, I'm seeing it as you two pushing each other to grow, pushing each other to not remain the same, which I think is such a monumental pillar in any like great relationship, is the ability to push your partner to grow, or maybe not even push, but encourage, right? Motivate. So yeah, Eight of Pentacles, trying to perfect something, trying to work on something, trying to garnish a skill set. Hanged Man, stagnant energy. So I just see this as us working on building momentum, us working on not remaining the same or not remaining stagnant, growing, right? Within a year. So you could be experiencing this firework moment within a year. And again, I'm not saying this is your soulmate. I'm not trying to sell you the sun, the moon, and the stars. But what I am saying is like the potential for you guys to meet someone who is, what is the word I want to use? Somebody who is inspiring these deep, bubbly, Ace of Cups type of emotions. I don't know why I keep wanting to say bubbly. For some reason, I keep just seeing like bubbles, like but water bubbles, like in a jacuzzi or in like a hot spring or something like that. It just keeps, or like bubbling water. Like it keeps showing bubbling water to me, and I'm just like, okay. But fireworks coming up. You may experience this firework experience or this passionate, significant, loud experience within the next year. Hitting it off with somebody. Giving and receiving. This is an equal give and take of energy. Obviously the blue and the pink is representing feminine and masculine energy. I'm seeing this obviously as, again, an equal give and take within a relationship. Now, this could even be creating harmony within yourself for those of you who are not interested in meeting someone, or where you are just not putting yourself out there or putting yourself in situations to meet new people or to connect on a romantic level. I'm sorry, I thought there was a fire. The main thing I'm getting with this though is a balancing of energies, a balancing of masculine and feminine. I'm sorry, I have an itch in my nose so bad. My like septum is tickling me. I love this reading so much. It's making me feel so peaceful and cozy. It's like sitting by a fire and snuggling up, and the fire is on like this, like, I don't know. The image I'm getting in my mind is just super cozy and like snuggly and romantic, and it just makes me really happy, and like I want to be there. Wherever like this image is, like I want to be there so bad. Oh, okay. We have love. So you could be falling in love. Especially within the year. I don't want to say you're falling in love next month. Maybe you are currently falling in love or in the process of falling in love. But definitely within the next year, I see you experiencing the emotions of, oh my gosh, am I falling in love? We have protection. This could be talking about setting boundaries for yourself, protecting yourself. This could also, though, be talking about this relationship being protected. Especially if there's like a willingness to work on things, on progressing things forward. Meeting someone who may be very protective of you, protective of your feelings, protective of this connection. Again, this whole reading just feels very cozy. Like it really feels like we're sitting on a winter day. It's snowing outside. We're like in a cabin and the fire is going and we are snuggled up on the couch, like just looking at the fire, holding each other. And it's just really freaking cute, you guys. And I know that's like such a specific image, but that's the energy, the vibe that the cards are giving me. We have the 6th house, you guys. This says establishing a foundation, health, daily life, practical details. Okay, so a relationship, you guys, is not the big romantic gestures. Honestly, I'm gonna be very honest. I think big romantic gestures are nice every once in a while. I mean, yeah, they're nice every once in a while. I don't love them the most. They kind of make me like, but like they're cute sometimes, right? But the real like core of a relationship is the daily habits, the daily rituals, the daily routine, the health of the foundation of the relationship, trust, communication. It's like the mundane, boring things that really make a relationship. It's not the grand gestures. Your wedding day is just one day. Valentine's Day is just one day a year. Also, this is being filmed on Valentine's Day, so anyways, so that's just one day a year, right? Like the big grand gestures are not the core of the relationship. It's like the fluff. And I feel like with this relationship, like this is where the importance is being placed. Like this is where the focus is being placed. We have Virgo, and this says integrity, reverence, and service. Keeping the integrity of this relationship intact may be why the protection is showing up here. Perhaps even why the 8 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man is showing up here. Service. I feel like being in a relationship is like you are servicing another person, because relationships are, it takes like selflessness. It takes a level of selflessness to be in a relationship, or to at least to be in a healthy relationship. Okay, we have soulmates. And again, I'm not going to say this is your soulmate, but like soulmates is coming up here. So it could feel like this could be my soulmate. I'm really just seeing this again as a really strong connection that you are making, a really strong divine connection, perhaps a really compatible connection. Because like, what is soulmates ultimately? We have no perception of like our souls when we are humans, when we are in our humanly flesh. We have no ability to be like, oh, I know for a fact this is my soulmate. All we can do is go based on our emotions, on our gut, and how we feel. So you may feel like this person is your soulmate, or that you are meeting your soulmate. And really like what that is compatibility. And compatibility that's beyond just like, oh, we really get along, but like compatibility in regards to like, we're good for each other. We're healthy for each other. This relationship is healthy and balanced, and it's not like, you know, we have loyalty here. This is trusting, reliability, and believing. There's so much earth sign energy here. So this is not surprising. I'm not saying the other signs aren't loyal or don't have the ability to be loyal. That's not all what I'm saying, but I'm saying the archetype of earth sign energy is stable and loyal and dependable. So it's not surprising to me that loyalty is showing up. We also have memories here. This is I can say this word, you guys. My mouth is not working. Remembrance, dwelling, and bittersweet. You guys may be creating a lot of memories with this person. A lot of memories where, like, looking back, you're going to be like, oh, remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? I really wish we could go back to Jamaica. Like, it's giving me that energy. I don't see this as a bad thing, though. I know it says, like, dwelling and bittersweet, and I'm not seeing it as, like, bittersweet. I'm seeing it as creating really beautiful memories with somebody and, like, wishing that you can stay in that moment forever, wishing that you can capture that moment and relive it over and over and over again. The last card I have here is Make the Effort, and it says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, 100%, you guys. And like, love can be so freaking scary, right? Like, falling in love can be literally the scariest thing you ever do in your life, because it takes a level of surrender. It takes a level of vulnerability and risking your heart and your emotional state. And it's scary, but at the end of the day, like, great love is always going to be worth the risk. And you only forfeit that possibility when you give up. So with this, I want you guys to be open and to be prepared to experience this and to express this. Don't allow somebody amazing to slip by because you're afraid, or because you feel like, oh my goodness, like, I don't want to get heartbroken, so like, I can't do this. Because 100%, like, there's always a possibility of getting heartbroken, but there's always a possibility of not getting heartbroken as well. So a great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. That could also be saying, like, sometimes love takes effort. Sometimes love takes doing, I don't want to say dramatic things, but like taking steps that may not necessarily be the most grounded. I don't even want to say that, because I feel like what is grounded depends on the people involved. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull from the bowl really quick. I'm sorry, I'm just the spider. Okay, we have twin flame here, which I always say I need to take that out, and I never freaking remember. We have tattoo, so you could be somebody who has tattoos. This other person could have significant tattoos. We have twin flame, which I want to talk about this, because sometimes people use the word twin flame to justify a toxic relationship, and I am not okay with justifying toxic relationships. What I want to say with this twin flame note is two people who are very compatible coming together, two people who may even mirror each other coming together. Now, I know that is not traditionally what a twin flame relationship is, but when we're doing a group reading, you guys, I feel very much the need to clarify a more general definition, okay? Because it's a group reading, and I feel like twin flame relationships are not, they're rare, right? And I feel like oftentimes people use that word to justify staying in a relationship that is not actually that. So we're not doing that, but relationships in which we are compatible, where we are meeting each other energetically, and where we may mirror each other on certain levels. Out of the blue, this person may come out of the blue. Perhaps you're falling for this person very out of the blue. Maybe it's not your intention to fall in love. We have tall. This could be you or them. We have a natural physique, which every physique is natural. Even the ones that are surgically enhanced. We have building a foundation. The Knight of freaking Pentacles. Stop it. We have fireworks. Okay, I have to use this as your guys' little, like, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, because fireworks is showing up twice. So, like, that has to be the one we're using. We have Europe. Hello to all my European friends. Hello. We have North Americans. Hello to Canada and Mexico. Hello. And to my other people who are here with me. We have yes. Maybe you guys are getting engaged this year. You know what? I love it when I see videos on TikTok of people who are like, I'm crying and I'm like devastated and my ex is such a freaking, and then like they're like a year later and it jumps and they're like getting married. I'm always like, you go. I am so happy for you. Like, you deserve it. Anyways, we have August as well. So this could be your birthday, their birthday, the month you guys meet, or a significant month in your relationship, love. So that is what I have for you guys. Group number 3. I am so beyond excited for you guys. This feels like the most comfortable relationship reading I've given in such a long time. It feels so cozy, at least like group reading. It feels so cozy and just like, almost like, I don't want to say coming home, but it feels like we're melting into each other, and it just feels very nice and lovely. So thank you for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate it. Let me know down below if it resonated or if you're excited. Thank you. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. All right. Bye.